Instead of arguing about which model is smarter, we are going to treat Claude 3.5 Sonnet like a new coding coworker and see how it stacks up against GPT-4o in real engineering work. According to Cloud's pricing breakdown, Claude 3.5 Sonnet is Anthropic's latest mid-tier model, deliberately pitched as the sweet spot that rivals heavy models like Claude 3 Opus or GPT-4o but keeps mid-range speed and cost. Access is simple. According to Latnode, you can use Claude 3.5 Sonnet for free on Claude.ai and the Claude iOS app, or wire it into production through Anthropic's API, Amazon Bedrock, or Google Cloud Vertex AI. On Raw Reasoning, Pieces reports that Claude 3.5 Sonnet scores 59.4% on the GPQA Diamond benchmark with zero-shot chain of thought, while GPT-4o lands at 53.6%. So Sonnet actually edges out GPT-4o on that graduate-level test. For coding benchmarks, Synthedia notes that Anthropic reports Claude 3.5 Sonnet beating GPT-4o on human eval by 7 percentage points, while GPT-4o only clearly leads on math and one zero-shot MMLU result, which hints that Sonnet is tuned for day-to-day software tasks. Anthropic's own internal agentic coding evaluation, cited in TypingMind's cost tool, says Claude 3.5 Sonnet solves 64% of professional-level coding tasks. So we are not just talking abstract puzzles, but realistic engineer workflows. According to Apodog's pricing summary, Claude 3.5 Sonnet's API comes in at $3 per million input tokens and $15 per million output tokens, with a 200,000 token context window, which makes it attractive for larger code bases and longer reasoning chains. To put that in context, a 200K token window reported by Apodog means you can feed Sonnet entire microservices documents, spec conversations, and log slices in one go without playing prompt Tetris. Now, let's see it behave like that coding coworker. We will hit the Claude 3.5 Sonnet API, feed it a real function, and ask for a refactor with tool calls. For everyday math-heavy work, though, Synthedia reports GPT-4o at 76.6% on the AF benchmark with zero-shot chain of thought, compared to Claude 3.5 Sonnet at 71.1%. So if your world is proofs and Olympiad-style problems, GPT-4o still has the edge. So when Sonnet wins, it tends to win on coding and reasoning benchmarks, and when it loses, it is usually on pure math, which gives you a simple rule of thumb for tool choice on a real team. Now let's talk artifacts, because according to Latnode, Claude 3 Sonnet introduced artifacts in Claude.ai, and Claude 3.5 Sonnet continues that direction with better accuracy and fewer needless refusals during coding and reasoning. Anthropic describes artifacts in projects as features for innovative human-AI collaboration, which in practice means you see the generated code, docs, or UI as a live artifact panel, edit it, and keep the conversation and the file in sync instead of copying from a chat box. For day-to-day engineering that matters, you can have Sonnet sketch a migration plan as an artifact, tweak it, ask follow-ups, and then ship it straight into your repo without hopping through 3 different tools. Put it all together, and you get a clear picture. Claude 3.5 Sonnet is a practical mid-tier alternative to GPT-4o for code and reasoning, with cheaper input pricing, a huge context window, and a UI that treats output like working documents rather than static text. Your move now is simple. Use GPT-4o when math is the star. Reach for Claude 3.5 Sonnet when you are refactoring big code bases, tracing logic, or living inside artifacts, and subscribe here if you want more hands-on tests like this with every new model drop.